I'll tell you another story about my father. So there's this line that I call the Henry Carlsen line.
What's the line?
So at some point, he never knew a lot of openings in chess, but I taught him a couple of openings as black. It's the Sveshnikov Sicilian that I've played a lot myself. Also, during the World Championship in 2018, I won a bunch of games in 2019 as well. So that's one opening, and I also taught him as black to play the Ragosan Defense. And then, so the Ragosan Defense goes like this. It's characterized by this bishop move. And so he would play those openings pretty exclusively and as black in the tournaments that he did play. And also the Sveshnikov Sicilian is like, that's the only, two of my sisters have played a bunch of chess tournaments as well, and that's the only opening they know as well. So my family's repertoire is very narrow. So this is the system. Black goes here, and then very often white takes the pawn and black takes the pawn. So at some point I was watching one of my father's online blitz game, and as white he played this. So this is called the Carlson defense. He took the pawn. It was taken back, then he went with the knight. His opponent went here, and then he played the bishop here. So I'd never seen this opening before, and I was like, wow, how on earth did he come up with that? And he said, no, I just played the Ragosan with the different colors, because if the knight was here, it would be the same position. I was like, how am I like one of the best 20 players in the world? I've never thought about that. Yeah. So I actually started playing this line as white with pretty decent results, and it actually became kind of popular. And everybody who asked about the line, it's like I would always tell them, yeah, that's the Henry Carlsen variation. I wouldn't necessarily explain why it was called that. I would just always call it that. So I really hope at some point this line will find its rightful name.
It finds its way into the history books.
Yeah.
Can you what did you learn about life from your dad? What role has your dad played in your life?
He's taught me a lot of things, but most of all, as long as you win at chess, then everything else is fine. I think especially my father, but my parents in general, they always wanted me to get a good education and find a job and so on. Even though my father loves chess and he wanted me to play chess, I don't think he had any plans for me to be professional. I think things changed at some point. Like, I was less and less interested in school, and for a long time we were kind of going back and forth, fighting about that, especially my father, but also my mother a little bit. It was at times a little bit difficult.
They wanted you to go to school. So
yeah, they sort of wanted me to do more school, to have more options. And then I think at some point they just gave up. But I think that sort of coincided when I was actually starting to make real money off tournaments. And after that, everything's been sort of easy. And like, in terms of the family, like, they've never put any pressure on me, or they've never put any demands on me. They're just, Magnus has to focus on chess. That's that's it. Like, I think they taught me in general to be curious about the world and to get a decent general education, not necessarily from school, but like just knowing about the world around you and knowing history and being, just being interested in society. I think in that sense they've done well.
And he's been with you throughout your chess career. I mean, there's something to be said about just family support and love that you have. That this world is a lonely place. It's good to have people around you that are like
Yeah.
They got your back, kind of, you know.
Yeah. It's a cliche, but I think to some extent, all the people you surround yourself with, they can help you a lot. It's only family that only has their own interests at heart. And so for that reason, like, my father's like the only one that's been like constantly in the team, that he's always been around, and it's for that reason that I know he has my back no matter what.